Bill, she wants to know about the paper here. She wants to show the paper?
Yeah.
Short, I don't know, it isn't good carrot short. It's short, it's right from it, right from it.
There's not any words on it.
It's nothing on it.
There's no words on it.
Let's just read it.
There's no words on it.
What is
Okay.
it? Go on, come on. Come on, say it, say it.
Can you read from the paper?
There's
No,
no words
it's
on the
no
paper.
words on it. It's just when I mentioned the form. That's it.
Okay, just raise it up. Just
Okay.
raise it up. You'll be okay.
Just raise it up and we can see it.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Here it goes.
Okay.
That's okay.
Just raise your hand when you want to.
Quiet now, in. Hold on, hold on. Here we go, in. Here, quiet, in.
Okay.
Quiet, in. 5, 4, 3, 2.
One thing that I wanted to remind you of, our history is very important to the family, to our ancestral line, and to this country because of the contributions. I am a genealogist and I conduct genealogy workshops to help not only the seniors, but those who are interested in passing along their history to their families, their children, because they are the ones that have to carry it on. We always start with our pedigree. This is a sample ancestral chart, and you start with yourself and you work backwards. And in order to get any information, you would have to contact me, and you may see me at the NCOBRA meeting on the 4th Sunday of the month. And I thank you, and I look forward to seeing you.
Your reparation warrior for sure.
Oh, did I?
You gotta come back.
Huh?
Coming back again.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And we will be in touch.
We need to know that.
Okay, we're ready for you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Things are good. My name's Alan. Alan and Robert.
Good, Robert.
You can see that.
Hey, you're right here.
Huh?
You're right here. I think you're a little taller than the ladies.
A little bit.
Mr. Robinson, when you start out, hold the book up now, so we can start out with it. The cover of your book, so you might forget to do that. The front
Okay.
page, in front of it. Okay.
Okay, you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here it goes, in. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello. My name is Robert Johnson. My book is titled Wake Up Black America, We're Sleepwalking Back to Slavery. In this book, we talk about waking up because people are telling me, and I interviewed people for the book all over the country, Black Americans all over the country for this book. And people are telling me, Mr., we're acting like all of these things that are happening in our community are not happening. We're walking around like zombies. We're thinking that, oh, it'll pass over, it'll go away. And that's how we came up with the name Sleepwalking Back to Slavery. Just a little bit about how we got started. people generally ask, well, how'd you come up with this? How'd you get started? I was born and raised in Natchez, Mississippi, and today here in Chicago, I'm still friends with a lot of the people I grew up with. And we often get together and talk about how we were raised back in Natchez versus how kids are raised today, and how those differences are playing out in the black community in a negative way. And we said, hey, maybe we should put this information in a book. But once it became time to start getting the information and doing all the work, my friends bailed out on me, so I ended up getting it done by myself. But it took a long time. It took me about 2 years to interview all of the people. My wife and family would get mad. We'd be on vacation. I would be interviewing people, asking them various questions about crime in our community, about the economic situation, about education. And I'll just touch on a couple of things here in each of those regards. Some of the people asked me, they say, Mr. Johnson, why are we tolerating troubled blacks and guns to destroy all that we've worked hard to gain in our community? Why are we tolerating young males killing other blacks daily, and we're not saying or doing anything about it? Are we afraid of our black kids? Are we waiting for whites to take care of us? Are we waiting for black leaders? Don't we think this is serious? Are we looking for a safe way to turn in the criminals? I hope that that's what's happening. One of the things that come out of this chapter in this session too is, why are we allowing the city, the county, whatever, to fill up these jails and prisons with our first-time offenders when others are slapped on the hand, sent home to mom and dad? They have their lives to live over and over again. But our young kids are filling up the jails, making money for some people. The other thing on the other side of that is that we aren't turning in the murderers, the black murderers. They're killing us. Somebody know what's going on. When I interviewed people about that, they said, Mr. Police will take care of them. They'll find them. We're leaving these killers on the street to kill us over and over again, and that's what's happening. We're putting babies and our first-time offenders in the jails and leaving them there, and we're leaving the murderers on the street to kill over and over again. Other category, why are we allowing our kids to quit school? I was telling a lady just a few minutes ago, I said, my parents I would have been getting up off the ground, up off the floor with a broken arm or a broken leg if my parents had thought that I was thinking about quitting school. But today, we're letting our young people, especially young men, young boys, decide themselves that they're going to quit school. What's going on? Wake up, Black America. We have to take charge. These are our kids. Why aren't we telling them that without an education, they're just writing themselves out of the ball game? Another area, economics. Why are we giving away billions of dollars yearly to other people? Other races know us better than we know ourselves. We spent almost $1 trillion in 2008. And almost all of that money was taken to other communities by other races of people who have businesses in our community. And we're not enjoying it. They're taking it to their communities to have better schools, to fight crime, to do all of these things, provide jobs. And our communities don't have that. We're not using our dollars. In a lot of cases, these dollars go to other countries. And I was told that that's one of the reasons why so many of these businesses easily start up, because they don't have to deal with our banks to get money. A lot of them bring money to this country with them, or go back to their countries and get money to start up businesses in our community. But we should be providing jobs for our own people. Almost $1 trillion in spending, and we're worried about how we're going to create jobs, how President Obama is going to create jobs. And he does have some responsibility. I agree with that. But we can create our own jobs if we start supporting each other. One lady asked me, she said, "Mister, is that Willie Lynch thing still with us? Is that why we can't come together and start businesses and support each other?" I said, that sounds like a great possibility. But the book, again, won the Black Excellence Award for Literature and Nonfiction. And the reason that, one of the main reasons that happened is because we don't just talk about these problems in our community. We have a problem-solving matrix that we put after each chapter that show the causes of the problems, and of all these causes, which problem have the greatest impact, which cause have the greatest impact on the problem. And that cause is the most probable cause. So then what we did is we put an action plan for recovery after each chapter. And this plan has strategies that each reader, starting with themselves and their family, can start implementing strategies to turn these problems into solutions. The thing that I want to leave you with is I was talking about our young kids in being incarcerated. The Sun-Times had this article the other day that says young offenders need help, not handcuffs. And that's what we talked about, keeping our young offenders, first-time offenders, out of the jails and putting the killers in. Down at the bottom here it say, don't let silence save the killers. That's exactly what we're doing. Black America, this is us killing us, and it must be us taking care of us. Other people don't care if we continue to self-destruct. And why should they? They're busy taking care of themselves. We have to wake up, Black America. We can do this. I was telling one lady earlier that I have a little thing that I say, if we can invent all of these things that we're doing, that we invented when Black people were not allowed to learn how to read or get an education, we can turn this around. If a Black woman from Mississippi named Oprah Winfrey could come to Chicago and become one of the most powerful people in the world today, we can do this. We can solve our own problems. When you know what the causes, what the exact problem is, and what the causes are, we can, in fact, solve our own problems. We just have to want to make it happen. And we can do that. We don't have to wait for other people. What am I doing? I am a part of Black on Black Love mentoring program. We're in the schools helping young Black males. I am a part of the Black Star Project with Philip Jackson. We're helping him, working with him. And my church had me start a mentoring program for young Black males in our church and in our community. And that program is called the Liberty Baptist Church Godfathers of Wisdom Male Mentoring Program. And we're working with the young men, teaching them that they need to get an education. There's no ifs, buts, and ands about it. They need to get an education to give themselves and their families a chance down the road in this country. Technology is moving so fast today that if our young people are not educated, again, they're writing themselves out of the ball game in the future. We can do this. We have to convince our young people that they can. We've been very successful in a lot of ways in this country, but today we are not dealing with reality. Talking about these issues is not Black bashing. It's problem solving. It's reality. We call it Black bashing, others call it problem solving. Black America, we can work together to solve our own problems. Let's get started today. Are you ready to work to wake up Black America? Fraternities, sororities, black churches, we need your help. We can make this happen, but we need to come together and make it happen. Thank you. Again, my name is Roderick Johnson, and the title of my book is Wake Up, Black America. We're sleepwalking back to slavery. Thank you.